Hey, what's up, church family? This is Pastor Dave, and I just wanted to share some things with you, maybe lighten the mood a little bit, take some of the shame and the guilt off. I've been communicating, my wife and I have, with a number of people that have been fasting, and so I just wanted to share some fasting fails. All right, it happens. We're human. Circumstances, they're not always easy to plan. So right out of the gate a couple days ago, we decided we were going to fast lunch, and we were going to go from breakfast to dinner. And then we were outside sitting on the deck working at the table, and one of the neighbors came over to jump in the pool. So we let the kid jump in, and then, kind of as a way to say thank you, his dad brought over this really awesome plate of like Filipino food. And it just happens to be like one of Jenny's favorite things to eat. So I had a choice, right? So we could go, no, we reject your food and we won't take your kindness. And we could get all dark and be like, oh, the devil's trying to feed us while we're fasting. But we did something kind, and the way that person repaid us was he brought over some food, like fresh fried spring rolls. They're like this big. So we're like, okay, you know what? Let's just move the fast. We'll eat the food. It's not anti-spiritual. We'll just make an adjustment. It's not the end of the world. God's not mad at us. So we kind of made an adjustment. We ate them. They were fantastic. They were really good. So that kind, it's kind of a fasting fail. We set out to fast lunch, and the first time since we moved into this house, our neighbor brought us lunch, and it was delicious, and I don't even know what it was called. So we said, all right, let's fast dinner. We'll just go, we'll up the ante. We'll make it even harder than lunch. We'll go from lunch to fasting dinner, which means we're not eating again until breakfast. So it's one thing to go from breakfast till dinner. It's a whole nother thing to skip dinner and go to sleep hungry and wake up. So it dawned on us shortly after, we got company coming over tonight. So we're gonna have a meeting and entertain guests in our house with no refreshments. So I quickly sent the word out and like, hey, do what you got to do, but if you want something to snack on, we're not putting anything out tonight because we're fasting dinner, and we won't have anything to eat. So the first fasting fail was our lunch that got served to us from our neighbors. We love them. They're nice people. And so the next day comes, which was today actually, and we kind of went through breakfast without really eating breakfast. We had an appointment late morning. We ran out of the house and all we had was like water and coffee. So kind of a fasting, sort of the fasting ritual of not eating, but we didn't make any use of our time. We didn't set aside that time. We were planning on eating breakfast. So even though we fasted dinner and skipped breakfast, we didn't pray. We didn't make any special time of it. I didn't get into the word and read more than I normally would have. I didn't do anything outside of the normal. So fasting fail 2 was like we skipped breakfast while we're fasting and then really didn't give it to the Lord. So we're just doing wonderfully over here. And then so we're like, okay, let's eat lunch. So we went to lunch and we ran into a very old friend, and we were so talkative that the waitress just started bringing me the things she knows I like. So she's just dropping pancakes and food on the table and winking at me like, I know that's what you want. So we ate lunch. We ate chocolate chip pancakes for lunch. And then just kind of hit the reset and got right and spent a little time praying and said, all right, let's not completely waste the day here. I went and got some work done and got the text message, hey, grandma's flying into town today. We're picking her up from the airport. She wants to go out for dinner. So if you're having a tough time, even squeezing in missing a meal, I feel your pain. It doesn't mean you love Jesus any less. It just means that this is going to take a lot more being intentional than we originally thought, which is fine. So the last fasting fail I want us to share with you is we have been ramping up our fasting around here. It's something we normally do anyway, but now we're being intentional about it, and I preached on it. So it seems like, everything's right in the forefront. So this is the other thing you don't do when you've been fasting a lot. We went out and got our favorite food. We went to a Mexican restaurant. I ordered 2 dinners. Why? Probably because this part of my life needs to be crucified. So I ordered 2 dinners, and I was feeling pretty full. I got a to-go bag and threw in the towel. And then in the parking lot, they said, "Hey, let's go out for ice cream." All right, I'll go, but I'm not going to get anything. And then, if you know me, I'm standing in line and just ready to order an ice cream cone for my kid, and I throw something in on top for myself. So needless to say, I feel like trash right now. And this is my confession to the world and to the church, that if you're not doing great and you're failing, I'm right there with you, but I'm not giving up. I'm pressing on. So I want to encourage you with that. If this has been really hard for you, you feel like your insides are eating your insides, and you're just failing and eating, or miserable and not honoring God, start over. Just start over. Start over again tomorrow. Give up something. Start slow, and get back on track. We love you guys. I can't wait to see you soon. Bye-bye.